let's check the time series. Okay, now we are in the chapter 2.3. We skipped the stem plots, and we had to practice on scatter plot, and we are moving to the time series. Again, I may use the homework. There are more than 10 exercise questions here. We can use that question to our exercise. And now let's check the time series. Okay. A time series plot is a graph showing the time measurements in chronological order and the data being quantitative data. For example, a time series plot is used to show profit over next 5 years. To create a time series plot, the time always goes on the horizontal axis. It means x-axis. Time always goes on the x-axis, and the other variable goes on the vertical axis. We call it y-axis. Then plot ordered pairs. Again, what does it mean pairs? Because one set of data has two variables, one for the x, the other for the y. Thus, we call it pairs. And connect dots. The purpose, what does it mean connect dots? What does it mean connect dots? Yeah. Do you remember last class we used the scatter plot? But scatter plot, we did not connect those dots together. But this time, time series, because the time is moving forward. Thus, we connect the dots. Then, the purpose of time series graph is to look for trends over time. For example, if we check the weather forecast after sunset, today's temperature is going down. That's the trend. Okay. But when we check the temperature in Taiwan, March, April, May, June, July, every year check the average temperature. The trend is what kind of the trend? It's going up. Then we enter the summer. It's the trend. Okay. Caution, you must realize the trends may not continue just because you see an increase. Doesn't mean the increase will continue forever. Maybe it's a short phenomenon. Okay. As an example, prior to 2007, many people noticed that housing prices were increasing. The belief at the time was that housing prices will continue to increase. However, the housing bubble burst in 2007, and many houses lost value and haven't recovered. Okay, let's check it here. Example 2.3.3 time series plot. The following table tracks the weight of dieter, where the time in month is measured how long since the person started to diet. And here, time, the unit is month. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the weight in pounds, 200, 195, 192, 193, 190, 187. Okay, see here, 192, then next month it increased a little bit to 193, but roughly as the time goes by, this trend is going down. And it looks like this. And now we try to use this one. Again, move to our move to our Google Office here, and sure, Google Office is here, right? And you can rename the sheet here. Let me check. Scatter plot. And then you can create a new sheet. Sorry, it's a long sound. Sheet, not a short sound. Okay. Then here, rename as time series plot. Then, is it okay for you to follow my steps? Okay. Here is the Google Office, and we did the older one. That I named it as scattered plot. Now I create a new sheet. I named it as time series plot. At the same operation, select the range from our textbook, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste. Don't forget Control C to copy the link. Data source is here. And the question is, example 2.3, Control C, copy. Okay, no. Control Shift V without format. Okay. Okay, and now select the range the same way. Select range and insert, then click chart. Again, previously we used scatter chart, but this time we use line, column, suggested. This one is also okay. Or line is okay. Line is okay. But we cannot see the dots, right? So we need to add the dot, the symbol, by our customizing action. For example, here, shape. I love circle, triangle, or square. How about diamond? Oh, no, just only one. No. Diamond. Oh, no. Okay. Let me redo it. Oh, come on. Okay, is it okay for you here? And but how do you think this figure compared to our textbook? Compared to our textbook, compared to our textbook, the time from 0 month to 5 months, we cannot change it because it's a fixed value. But the weight in pounds from 0 to 50, I think the scale is too large and the trend becomes not significant. Thus, I can change the scale. Look at me. I can change the scale from vertical axis, the minimum, for example, the minimum maybe 150, the maximum maybe 220. It looks much better, right? If I change the y-axis, I increase the minimum from 150 to 180. How do we think? How will it change 180? See? Actually, they are the same data, but I changed the scale from 180 to 205, and the trend becomes very significant. It's going down. It's going down, right? So sometimes you need to use some trick or some skills uh, to your readers. They can focusing on your expression, your representation. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? So you add the translate line. Yeah, then maybe I will teach you that maybe in chapter 10 or chapter 9. Okay. Okay, finish this part first. Sure. In the future, I will tell you how to select those data and create a trend line and find the formula, the equation how to calculate this line, But that's not in the midterm, not in the midterm. Maybe in the final. Okay, 2 more minutes. Please write down the notes. Then we can move to next chapter. That maybe we can practice one more homework. And the same way, I copy and paste the information here. And copy the diagram. Copy the chart. Okay, how about practice the homework number 8? I think the data is not big data, so yeah, okay. So what's your problem? Tell me where is the problem? Excuse me. Uh, uh, can you create one more picture similar like this one, but the connecting line between two dots should be linear, not a curve. Don't delete this one because I will explain why. I will explain why. The curvy curve and the linear curve are different. Linear line are different. How about create one more? Then I will explain why. Yeah, similar, the same data, but you can see the it's curvy, right? But theoretically, they kind of should not be curvy. Curvy in the scientific research, the curvy line is a very the professors will argue that. Whole linear lines, only linear lines, no curvy lines. Yeah, you now that is the Microsoft Office. So the interface is in Chinese, but if you use the Google Office, you can use your own interface as English or Filipino. Practice one, number 8, homework number 8, question number 8. Okay, who finished this plotting? Homework number 8, not yet? Yep, what can I do for you? Yeah, could be like this. So, looks okay. But how about I can write it as a digital notes? Digital notes. As I encourage everyone to write their blogger as their homepage and copy all information to your digital notes. Then supervisors can see, okay, it looks great. And how about since the line the dot is not significant, how about change the line? You can change the customize, and I think series. Scroll down, and here is circle, right? Then the size from 0 maybe change to 7 or 10. But it becomes significant. One dot represents one data set here. Yep. Height of person that they scatter, no problem. Yeah, post it. That's your personal notes, but you want to share your notes to the public. And sure, in the future, I can tell my supervisor, see, those students are hard workers. They study their accomplishment is from this website. That's my purpose. Sure. You can do anything you want to pass on your blogger article. It's up to you. It's up to you. 1 minute, please. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. It's up to you because you have your own style to write your notes, right? I have my own style. It's up to you. You can maybe $1 tell us to run the homework number 8, but I still have time. I can run number 9, number 10. It's up to you. It's up to you. Yep. Use the same blog as previous semester. I also encourage you to use the same blogger. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to show how to plot this figure. The same way. Then copy, select a copy. Copy. Paste. Okay, since the range is here, I can select the range. Then click Insert. Click Chart. Then it look like this. And that is called a scatter, but this time it's time series. Theoretically, we can use a linear line, not a curvy line, not a curve line. Okay, not a curve line, linear, not a curve. Connect one by one in that order, but you cannot connect the first dot to the number 10. No, because it's time series. We need to follow the time. Thus, the time is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look like this. Okay. How to do this? We can change it to the line or the line. Either one is okay. To the linear, not a curve. Linear line, not a curve. Okay. Why? Because when I was master student, I have been criticized by a professor during my thesis defense. But actually, the professor was very gentle, very mild, but I think I did not do a good job. After that, I got a lesson. Okay, again, because that are really real data. Real data, we should connect from dot to dot with linear form, not curvy, because you never did the information between two lines. You don't know it should be curvy, unless how about maybe chapter number 9 or number 10? I will tell you how to run the transline. The linear transline should be linear, but when we use the maybe x to the x squared or x cubic, different power, it could be curvy, but not this time. So select this line or this line. They are the same. But in the future, maybe you have different plotting function, but this time we can select this one or this one. Okay, it looks okay, but don't you feel a little bit strange? Why? Why strange? Originally, it was a lot of dots. A circle dot means a data set here, but now only line. So we need to change it to a circle or square. It's up to you. But generally, circle. When you have changed to submit your research result to a journal article, the editor will suggest you the sequence is first circle, second square, third triangle. Sure, different journal article publisher has different rules, but roughly we can use circle first and click here, customize, and I want to change the series, then point size 10 pixels, maybe 10, 7, 14, it's up to you. How about 7? Then the point shape is circle, look like this. Sure, you can change it to triangle or star, but I prefer to use circle or triangle. Yeah, you can change it to a purple or green. Talk about the color. Yeah, here a trend line. I will explain the function of the trend line later. No, not this one. Not ligand, sorry. Series. Okay, it's also okay. If you think that is okay, that we can change it. Sure, if you want to do more modification, for example, the scale of it, about the horizontal axis, label of font color, text color to red, and different font. Reverse the axis order. No, we don't need to do that. And slant labels, what does it mean? Slant labels. Slant labels, it means we can make a slope like this, 0 degrees, 30, 60, or 90. Why do we need this kind of function? Sometimes the label on the axis that's too small. We need to change it in order to get more information. Now I try to rotate it to 90 degrees. Okay, but you may say, hi, $1, we have a lot of data sets here. Can we increase more labels here? Yeah, you can adjust it. Oh, grid antiques. Okay, let's see. We created more steps here. And okay, I will do sorry, I may postpone the break time. And I'm going to copy and paste the information to my notes. Copy. Control C to copy. Control V to paste. Copy. Control C to copy and Control V to paste. Middle or large, either one is okay. You can change it anytime. Okay, I'm finished. Okay, any question? No more question. Next class we can move to the chapter number 3. Is okay? And next lecture I will not teach until 5 o'clock because I promised I will let me 20 or 30 minutes. We can review the skills here. No pressure learning, but you need to learn something. Okay, have a break. See you later.